Hello again, everyone. I got your comments loud and clear. A lot of people were asking for an Evelynn Kai'Sa deck guide and some gameplay, and that's what I'm here to provide. Eve Kai'Sa benefit from rotation quite heavily, in my opinion, due to the overall reduction in ping effects. Your husks are a lot more resilient. They don't just ambiently die to go hards and pokesticks and blades edges anymore. And also your hate spike can be used a lot more aggressively because there's less cards that will punish you for targeting an O1 husk. So this deck's gotten a lot of strength due to that factor, and I believe it's quite strong right now, so it's worth playing. These are the most important cards in virtually every matchup. Evelynn is what allows you to bully other mid-ranges and gets your whole deck going. She is pretty much uncontested in power level on turn 4 if she's being developed into a husk. And then if you try and deal with Evelynn in later turns, you run the risk of getting blown out by the last caress. So she is just going to be a persistent threat if you can develop her in a timely fashion. So look very aggressively for Evelynn in most matchups. Steam is also very important and very strong. So he is your board control. Every time you summon a husk or any of your other one costs, he's tagging something as vulnerable, and it just gives you full control over combat in the game. And because you're getting all these extra stats and keywords, you can just always make sure that the fights you're doing are in your favor. And it can be quite difficult for your opponent to handle that if they're also playing a mid-rangier or combat style board. And then sometimes even against like more aggressive decks, because he has Scout, he's a great target for Kai'Sa, and then Kai'Sa can just mow down the board that way. These are the Husk engines that you kind of need to make sure that Evelynn is leveling up in a reasonable time frame, and it's your early plays. I mean, Soul Turn Domination, I think these are pretty much standard in every Evelynn list. They're the best ones, and they're early on. Vora is not as good because she doesn't really do anything besides make the husk, yet she costs one more than Solter for just a slightly reshifted stat line. But because you do need husks, Vora gets to stay. If it's like a fearsome meta, then perhaps Vora would be more justified as like a 3 of, but for the time being, I just have her at 2. And then Hate Spike, again, one of the strongest interaction tools pound for pound, honestly. You're dealing 3 damage for only 2 mana at fast speed. Very effective. Again, because you can more liberally target your own husks or other 1 HP units and not have to worry as much about getting pinged in response. Hate Spike is really consistent, very powerful, very versatile. The different ways that you can either use Hate Spike as another way to reroll for a Kai'Sa level up, or give Steam another vulnerable trigger, or even just level up Evelynn on the stack or what have you. Love Hate Spike. Very strong card, very big reason that you may want to be playing Evelynn. And then these are your other power cards and finishers. So Kai'Sa, I don't think I need to explain to anyone why Kai'Sa is good. She gets the keywords and she kills you. The end. Darkened Bloodletters is a very big synergy point in this deck, because you are putting extra stats onto your husks, which will then transfer over to the units. Every time you do that, you're also getting a Dark Enthrall that will pop out. Dark Enthrall, being a 1-cost unit, will also gain stats from Domination, so you can be a little more aggressive, but also it's going to be another Steam proc. And then you could put the Bloodletter back onto the Dark Enthrall, make it a 4/3, and then you can send him after the stuff that you've made vulnerable to keep your own cards safe if you're not sure that you're gonna cleanly win the combat. Or even sometimes like Steam didn't get a combat relevant keyword, but you still want to kill something. So instead of like sacking your Steam to kill your opponent's 3-drop, you just send this guy after it, do your dirty work for you. It's very powerful being able to consistently go into combats knowing that you hold all the cards in that sense, or that you're playing with expendable units. And then later into the game, you just start pumping out Zolanis. If Evelynn is doing her job, there's always going to be husks for you to use as sacrifice fodder, so that's never an issue playing her. And then one normal issue with Shurima decks, especially since we lost Preservarium, is that you don't have any draw power. But Zolani is forever, so you'll always have something to be doing, and as long as you have this card, you're not gonna completely gas out. And then Camouflaged Horror is a very underrated card in Evelynn decks specifically, because Shurima is a deck that is low in interaction. it's very nice, and I would say very important, to have a card that you can use that is disruptive on your opponent's turn. So on your turn, it's all good and well. You're setting up the vulnerables, you're playing all your aggressive cards, but you really don't want to just be twiddling your thumbs in the late game when your opponent is also doing their big plays. So Camouflaged Horror coming down as like a 7-5 or a 7-6 plus whatever Husk keywords he may be getting is a great way to match your opponent's tempo plays, and it just kind of keeps you in the driver's seat. And Fearsome is also pretty good late game, because if you're pulling things aside with Vulnerable, then a lot of times you'll be able to get the Camouflaged Horror through. So pretty strong card in this deck. I do recommend running him as a 3 of. These are the other 1-drops. Again, we do have synergy points with Steam and Domination for 1-drops, so Forsaken by Kai is a 3 of. That should be a no-brainer. This is like one of Shurima's best generically good cards, and especially with how important it is to find Evelynn on curve or in a reasonable time frame, being able to predict for her is very strong. The Voidling, also very good for helping level Kaisa consistently. I don't know if it's a he, but Voidling. Voidling is pulling keywords that can also exist outside of the Husk pool, which being able to find like Lifesteal, for instance, can be quite powerful. And even if you're getting like Faded or Brash or something like that you may not necessarily want, the fact that it gives you more odds at finding unique keywords is still quite relevant for the deck to make sure that you're evolving in a reasonable time frame. Because the one drawback to Husks is that because they're random, you can low roll in the sense that you keep hitting duplicate keyword Husks, which can put you off your evolution timing. So Voidling is good for that. And then also, he's a 3/3 post evolution. If you're combining him with Steam and other Husks, he's like nothing to slouch at for how little mana you're paying. And then Fereth, Reaper of the Sands, very powerful card in this deck. I do hesitate to move her higher than a 1 of because she can't block. So if you were to draw too many of her, you could be left with like no board and then get hit. But as a 1 of, she does her job incredibly effectively. Again, a great unit that you can just play and alongside Steam, get the vulnerable proc and just send her out after a unit that you want to kill. And then the equipment that she is looking at, because you have the choices, you can selectively pick an equipment that has a keyword that you haven't already hit. So she contributes quite nicely towards the Kaisa level up as well. And then the equipment itself is just really nice to be able to put on the Husks later on. The Husks get the stats and keywords, and then you play your unit. They absorb all of that, and then you get your equipment back and you do it on another Husk, and then you keep doing that. And then when you're bored, you just finally put the equipment on like your Zolani or Kaisa or something, and then you kill them. Super flexible card, really fun. Definitely if you play Eve Kaisa and you haven't tried Fereth out, please do so. She's cracked, straight up. Shurima staples, I don't really know what there's to say here. This is just good spells in Shurima. Shurima doesn't have a lot of them at this point, but these two are quite good. And then finally we have these 3 tech cards. Hive Herald is surprisingly flexible. If you haven't tried him before, it's really nice. Pretty much if you were to get like a cracked Steam, for instance, like if Steam was developed into 2 Husks and got like quick attack and elusive, or pretty much any card that you end up getting like a bunch of good keywords on, you can just Hive Herald it, and now you have 2 cards with those same keywords. Especially on like Steam or Evelynn or Zolani, being able to give the +2/+2 from Evolve can be quite nice in matchups where you need to go tall. And then also, if necessary, you can use it on your opponent's elusive. Make your own Hive Herald and elusive blocker. That's a nice floor for value. So I do like Hive Herald as a 1 of, and again, because Shurima doesn't have like a ton of draw, I do like having like expensive cards to be able to play later in the game, because the last few cards that you're playing, you do want to have like a good amount of impact, because you're not just going to be able to draw freely and play multiple cards later on. Merciless Hunter is pretty much specifically for the game states where you didn't find your Steam, or you found Evelynn but you didn't find like many early other units, because Evelynn will flip back to her level 1 form if you haven't seen enough of your own units die. And sometimes on turn 5 you don't have a card that you really want to be running out, or like you could run out a card but it doesn't do anything. So Merciless Hunter is nice in those spots where you're keeping the Evelynn chain going but also doing a relevant ETB effect. Again, I mean, you're pretty much never going to keep Merciless Hunter in your mulligan, but it's nice to have 1 extra hit on a unit that can do something. in the games where you like blanked on all your other cards. And then Rite of Dominance, okay, low-key, Rite of Dominance is actually pretty sick in this deck. There are a decent amount of wide boards where you would like to be playing this card. So against like Foyer decks, against Leets, against Fizz Samira, a lot of times you can find yourself in the situation where, again, you played the Evelynn on turn 4, she's level 2, she's popping off, you're feeling good about yourself. But then your opponent is like open swinging on turn 5 with multiple units, and Evelynn had like reduced herself back to a 0-5 or 0-6, and you're just taking a bunch of damage, and it can be quite hard to stabilize, especially against Foyer decks because the ghosts get out of control. So Rite of Dominance is a great way on those turns to, one, you're mitigating the damage from the full board, but then also you're killing your Husk, which is leveling Evelynn in combat. So you can actually effectively use her to block something. It's pretty good in those situations. It'll probably get overshadowed over time as Shreema gets better cards, but it's definitely worth trying out because, again, the Husks are more reliable to use as sacrificial fodder. And with that, that's the list. I unfortunately sacrificed a lot of my LP on ladder trying to make Jack and Kane a little more competitive, and I ended up at 0 LP. So we will be playing Eve Kaisa on ladder and seeing how much of that we can get back. Okay, Garen Jarvan, Demacia Noxus. Well, this is a really hard hand to want to get rid of. So my question is, why Noxus? That's my question. I'm going to full keep this because Bloodletter will be able to get Bakai into trading range. And yeah, so I'm assuming it's just leads. I have no idea what the Noxus Splash is. So I guess we'll find out together. So Domination is normally better, but I'm looking at my mana curve. And Solter lets me play this, which I want to do, and then also keep up the hate spike. So I'm actually going to go with the Solter, just because I have the hate spike in my hand. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done that. So now I'm going to offer this. Well, obviously, he's not going to take it. He found the Battlesmith. So now what we do is we aren't under an immediate pressure to play the Bloodletter, so we can wait one turn, see what happens. Tough is pretty good for Eve. I'm happy she found that one. But depending on how this plays out, we might actually prioritize Steam and go after some units, but it's probably going to be Eve. Okay. So here, do I just hate spike this guy right now and give up this? So if I hate spike him now, and then I plop you on, I'll have one thing that can block. If he single combats me and I lose my Husk, I can play Steam instead, and that's not too bad. So I'm just going to get rid of you. I know that I just said that Tough is like a nice one to have, but clearly he wants to develop another elite here, so might as well get rid of this guy since I wanted to anyway. Okay, yeah. So now we have one good trade, and Solter can survive an attack, so I am happy with this. This will be made vulnerable if I Steam. I don't really think I want to Steam right now. I think I'll Steam the next turn. I just want to get Evelynn down. Double Overwhelm, not exactly what you want to see because we're trying to get to Evolution, but I think we'll be okay because we have 2 right now. Kaisa is 3, Steam is 4, so, and I'm generating 1, 2, I'm generating 3 more husks. Obviously, if you take the free attack, I'm generating 3 more husks, so as long as they're unique, as long as 2 of them are unique, we're good. Okay, so he's a little bit wide. I only have 2 units here, but I don't think he can push enough damage, so we'll be okay. So what I'm thinking about right now, obviously I block here for max. Question is, how healthy do I want to keep Evelynn, or if that even matters? I don't think it does, so I'm just gonna block for 3. I don't think it'll matter whether I'm at 4 health or 3 health. If he wants to single or something, he's kind of playing into some like terrible things right now. But if he's gonna do this, then this is actually turning into a trade. So I'm okay with this. Alright. And now we're just gonna make his entire board vulnerable. And then Kaisa plus Steam will mow him down. And he didn't appear to have interaction, so... Ooh, and... Man, come on. What's wrong with you? That's okay. That's a good card too. So assume this is a unit, right? If it's Garen, everything becomes 4/4, and then I guess Steam loses his attack. But I think I still create another husk. Make 3 things vulnerable. If we make 3 things vulnerable, although I could just like trade off one of these and be happy. But no, let's make 3 things vulnerable. So we're gonna play Kaisa. Kaisa's bigger than everything he has. Also bigger than Form Up. And there's no more Concerted Strike in the deck. So I believe that we should be okay here.
I'm learning.
Not being evolved is, you know, not what I would have preferred to evolved, but can't always get what you want. We'll just be going bop bop bop. Thank you. Thank you. And then we'll hold on to the Steam. There is merit to trading off 2 of these, and the merit is that if he blocks this, becomes a 2/1, then the Scout Kaisa will clear it out on the next swing, and I'll still have 1 left over for the Zolani summon. So I'm okay with doing this. He doesn't take any of it, okay. Or he doesn't, you know, trade at all, or... that was a free block. I mean, he has a 2/2 with tough. Okay, champion strength. I don't think that will be enough, because I don't think he's done fearsome yet. And even then, he's not getting over Kaisa, so let's just kill one of them. I guess it doesn't matter, we'll kill this one. Is there a one? Oh, I guess like Catch is still in the game. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if you were to combat trick this for 1 mana, I would just block and block, and then Kaisa is like guaranteed win. So pretty straightforward game. Okay, Ashe LeBlanc. This is kind of an interesting matchup. The main thing we want to do is not give too much. We don't want to play into their. We don't want to play into their Frostbite too much. So Steam isn't as good as he usually is. but I'm still gonna keep him. It would be nice to rip Evelynn like a good player, but if we don't find her, that's okay. Okay, we're actually just insane, so it doesn't matter. So we go pass, pass, bing, bang, bop. Or actually, we're on odds, so we go. Yeah. Lifesteal. Will I ever want lifesteal? Okay, pros and cons. Pros of playing this guy right now is that this is generally a useful and unique keyword. Con is that I lose the ability to do Voidling plus Steam later. And so it really comes down to how soon do I think I'm going to evolve with the Kaisa. And for this game, I am going to go with the fast evolution line. I think this is the right call. So here, what we're going to do is we could take 1 free damage, but if I play Domination, I'll attack into a LeBlanc. If he uses anything funny, then we'll kill it. Legion Marauder, okay. Did I expect a Legion Marauder? No, I did not. Would I trade a Domination for a Legion Marauder? Yes, I would. Will he freeze it? Yes, they will. And regen's really good, but obviously we're going to be doing this. Does he also have like an elixir? No, he does not. Okay. So yeah, that is one way to beat Frostbite. We should be pretty far behind now because we will be going boom. Yeah, it's over. Legion Marauder. I haven't seen that card in forever. Okay. Sett Master Yi. I'm not sure what Master Yi is doing here instead of Karma. But because there isn't Karma, I have a little more leeway. Domination and Hate Spike are great, but you know what's even better than both of them is Evelynn or Steam. So we're actually shipping all of this. This is our best opportunity to find our champions, the Mulligan. So we should be taking advantage of that by looking very aggressively for them. And now that I have you, I could either set you up with Salter first, or I could Steam on 4. I think I like the Salter. Do I like the Salter? No, I like the Steam. I'll play Steam on 4, and then I'll play Evelynn on 5, I think. And I have another shot at looking for a Husky. Okay, take your coin. I am actually... Maybe playing this was a mistake, because now maybe I'm playing a little too much into Caustic Rift. I'm going to be taking Domination, because she's stronger in the long run. Yeah, I might have played a little bit into Caustic Rift by double developing, especially when I already had what I wanted, but we'll see what happens. You want to trade that off? That's good with me. You only have 1 coin. Got rid of an elusive. There's the Master Yi. Here's the Domination. So this is kind of the spot we want to be in because we traded off one of our husks. And now what we can do is, even if he does Caustic Rift, we just develop another husk, and then if he does something, we develop another husk, and then we have a 1-drop to protect us. So I will be letting him do this. That's not a problem. We will be... He only has 5 mana, so no threat of Hexpliterate, so we will be developing our Evelynn. And Evelynn's gonna get to work. Ooh, and the spell shield? Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, you shouldn't have. Okay, so this is quite good for us because we have quick attack on Eve. Steam is going to be doing something to Master Yi unless he develops someone else, but even if he does, we can go Steam into another 1-drop. This is a very good spot to be in. Okay, he's doing coin. I guess this is just for flow. Okay, getting rid of the domination. Yeah, I think... I mean, getting rid of domination is fine, but I don't think it's that important to do so. Oh, this is not stronger than you, so we're putting the Vul on Master Yi. I don't know, getting rid of domination is kind of neither here nor there at this point. Okay, double spell shield. Not exactly what I wanted, but it's fine. Impact, not great either, but hit spike is always nice to have. It's one of our only removals. Alright, this is a pretty wonderful spot to be in. Elusive is also nice. Do I just develop you? You're gonna evolve soon. The problem is that I don't really care about... I don't really care about the financier. Honestly, I don't. And I don't even know if I care about getting rid of this Master Yi right now, to be honest, if it means he's getting a set. Quite frankly. I mean, obviously I should take this, but I don't think I even care about set that much. So we could push not really any damage right now. I think we just play it a little bit. I'd actually like the Hive Herald too. 1, 5, 6. Okay. I'd like to play Hive Herald on 7. So we're going to be doing this. I'm actually going to keep you and we'll trade you. What the heck? Okay, sure. Fair trade. I think I can let Master Yi hit me one more time. Actually, do I want to let him hit me one more time? I think it's fine. I think he can hit me one more time. Might be playing a little risky here, but we'll see. That's a good catch. Wow. That's crazy. Sure thing, buddy. Boop. Yeah, so if I get everything I want, next turn I will be playing you into you. So hopefully you give me something nice. Extra fearsome is not necessary. We'll just pass again. Let's do it in coins again just for flow. That. Oh yeah, he formulated, okay. Okay. Part of the reason I'm not respecting leveled mastery that much is because I should always have a husk to kind of absorb it. So it's not really the end of the world. Okay. Oh, you are elusive now. That's funny. Does that mean that I want to reroll you? Or do I just take the elusive? I think I bail off of Hive Herald and I just make an elusive Zolani. We're gonna kill the fearsome. And I'm not even gonna attack into the Master Yi at this point. Not give him any chance to do anything tricky. We'll hold up 4 mana for Last Caress and we'll be on our way. Although not having Hate Spike fodder is a little risky, but this is just lethal on its own, actually. Wait, no, it's not. It's one off. One off lethal. If I play this, it's lethal. We'll see what he does. Okay. Interesting. So because he did that, we're gonna play this. I could get hex splitted now, but I think if he does, I'm okay with that. Because then I'll just go after you. So actually, we'll just open attack, I think. Again, I don't want to give anything to this Master Yi. Okay, nice. I don't really know what was going on with his hand, or what Master Yi was intended to do, but I'm not complaining too much, because I would have preferred that over Karma. Alright, fizz Samira versus our boy Drizoth. Let's see if I can put my tips into play. Rite of Dominance, I think I'm going to keep it. Fareth is kind of good on 5. I don't know if Fareth is good enough. It might be really risky keeping this hand. I think I need to keep the Steam and look for Evelynn. I'll keep Domination though. No, I'm gonna look harder for Evelynn. Or Kaisa. Both are good since I'm on odds. Oh, I got got everything I wanted. Rewarded for aggressive mulliganing. We're gonna keep an eye out to see if Voidling finds tough, and if he does, that's great. If not, that's okay. We have everything we need, so we're gonna take the Quicksand. Quicksand's generically good. Take our 2 damage, be on our way. Elusive. Alright, so obviously we're just gonna play the elusive right now. Main deck Parley, okie dokie. We will pass once because I don't want to get samira. Alright. We'll just do this. And we will trade you off. Hunky dory. Okay, unfortunately didn't find an early husk, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go 4-5.
Don't ask for permission or forgiveness.
You might try and hold my husk hostage with the challenger. We'll see. No, he won't. We'll just go straight for it. We'll just start zapping everything. Spell shield is insane. Okay, fair enough. Do some of that.
No problem.
So far I've lost... I've lost Voidling, Bakai, and Steam, and then you. So that's 4 units dead, which means Evelynn is... Well, I have to do Evelynn either way, I think. As much as I would like to do Kaisa.
It's not my first time. See what's beneath while I see what's inside.
See if he respects Hate Spike here. No, he does not. Not even a little bit. Okay. So the next question is, How easily could he get Samira higher than Evelynn? He levels her up to 3/3. Another spell is 4/4, and then it becomes a 6/6. So what we're going to do is pass. If he wants to level up Samira, he needs to do it with something else. I'm not going to give it to him with the all out. So we're a little vulnerable this turn. Kaisa is close. Okay, that's fine. I think we're going to play Hive Herald here, and what Hive Herald will do for us is give us an elusive. An elusive with Fury. So Samira's kind of lost her attack here, and he's going to have to start giving stuff up. Maybe he has Pirouette. Pirouette would be good for him. And the Barbed Chain was this turn, not last turn. Okay. Okie dokie.
Dream for me. No problem.
So obviously I'm doing this. Don't really have a choice. I'm not taking this damage. He has to play his all outs though.
Want to prove yourself? Now's your chance.
Ooh, the punch.
Beautiful and brutal.
Punch is really good. The punch is so good for him. That is insane because he's getting the 2 burn either way. So that's not good, is what that is to say. If I let this go, Kaisa won't evolve, unfortunately, unless I get lucky off you. And then I'm going to be too narrow. Oh my god. I mean, I can still quicksand him, but not having a way to deal with these guys is bad. He's getting 2 flares, so my best line here is to roll a Challenger Husk on the Evelynn or draw into Quicksand in my next 2 turns. Burble? No, this is from Burble, yeah. What is this?
I thought I was going to leave you hanging.
Brother! Brother! What the hell? Okay. Guess I lose.
Try to keep up. Isn't it thrilling?
Okay, so for me to win this game, I need to hit Challenger of Solter into Kaisa, into Quicksand next draw, pretty much. I mean, I might just lose to a Plunder effect here. Might not be enough, but we'll do our best. No, not good enough. Didn't even evolve her. Alright, we're out of here. That sucks. Quacko. Norra and Samira. So what do we want? We want our Evelynn. Or Steam. Seems fine too. Keep an eye out on you. Spell shield. No, you're tough actually. Evelynn. Evelynn. And round. Overwhelm. So now Solter is going to rest here happily. Happily and comfortably. Quacko might be incentivized to kill off this elusive. Or this husk. I don't think it's a big deal one way or the other, so we'll pass. That might be annoying, actually. It's gonna do Challenger, yep. I take it all back, it'll be kind of annoying. Skip. Is this a broad main deck? Is that what this is? If he's not gonna play Norra, I'm not gonna worry about the Voidling. Yeah, this might be a broad main deck. So what we're going to want to have here is like a way to double up on husks. Or a way to like get initiative. Or maybe we have to sack the Steam in order to develop something. The question is would I rather Steam stay at 2 HP for the rest of his life? I think we're gonna do this. Let's start zapping. And I'll just send this guy off after Samira, and if he wants to do something about it, he's more than happy to. Here you go. Tradesies. Nosies. Okay. Alright, if he has another 1 mana unit that he's happy to play out, then he'll flip. Or if he was willing to use this. We'll see if he finds that worthwhile or not. Oh, he has this card too, actually. So he should be flipping Samira here. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Don't hold anything back. I won't. So shiny, it's gotta be.
We'll see if he goes after the Steam or the husk. Yeah, it's probably the right play. I am not sure how much of this damage I can get away with.
Take a load off.
But since the difference in this is only 1 and I'm keeping a unit, I'm going to be doing it like this. We'll see what he does.
Try to keep up.
Get our Evelynn down.
What's opening so
So we'll go after the Samira with our breath.
See what's beneath while I see what's inside.
I think, let's see, we're going to turn 6. I do have you. I guess I'd like to see Kaisa. That's the card I would like to find. What are you? You are main decked. Interesting. Actually, I could bank on evolving and just play you right now. Challengers is pretty good to have, I think. Okay, yeah, fair enough. He is running low on cards. I don't know what his high end looks like. Another Evelynn, interesting. So I'm gonna have to fire off one of these just to do something with my mana. But I would also like to... It's kind of a waste of a elusive, not gonna lie. But quick attack is nice to have, so we'll do quick attack. Evelynn will get in for 5, and you will just do your best to kill Samira. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You might try to do something to Evelynn, which would be wonderful. No? Okay. That's fine, I think. B-A, yeah.
Yes, I bite.
So the nice thing about quick attack here is that it should stop him from getting the extra flare. But I guess this isn't all out.
Blink and you'll miss me.
Yeah.
Try to keep up. Want to prove yourself? Now's your chance.
Okay, so obviously we're not letting this Samira get another flare, so we'll be killing her now. We will be killing her. And then I think we're going to have to kill something else with the Evelynn, so we don't take too much damage. And then we'll stabilize with this guy. So block you.
Shut up and scream.
And let's just kill you also. Go down to 6.
Keep going, love. That's it.
What are you? Quick attack. Pretty good. Oh, it is not my turn to attack. Okay. I forgot he rallied on me. Ew. Ew, 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 ew. No. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good on that. This deck makes a lot of sense now. Okay, let's get some blockers out.
Waiting on a meal, ma'am. Best get to it.
Alright. Overwhelm. Elusive. Okay. Is that game? Feels like it's close to game. 7, 12, 14. It's not quite game. Show me what you got. Weapons of the Lost would be pretty dank.
Mama's home.
He's not using Weapons of the Lost. He just did Noxian into nothing. Interesting. Well, Noxian Fervor. I mean, you're getting quick attack. So if I just kill you, he's not killing anything I have. No, sir. No, he's not. No, sir. No, he's not. Okay, so we'll do some of you.
Okay.
Question, do I just go for game? No, let's just kill the board.
I know a place.
We got him next turn. Let's just make sure everything's dead. Wait. Let's not be stupid. This is +3/+2, right? If he does the other one, so it doesn't matter. 5 into 4, 9 into 3. Okay, we're Gucci. None of those should do anything. Okay. Which one did you pick, by the way? Maybe he thought he had mana for Weapons of the Lost? Yeah. I don't know what that was. Okay, no treasure trash. Thank you. Interesting game. Ashe LeBlanc. I don't know why I'm seeing so much Ashe LeBlanc right now. But Hate Spike is good. But you know what's better than Hate Spike? And Evelynn. Steam is good too. Still got our Hate Spike. So this is actually Bloodletters plus Steam. Very strong in these sorts of matchups. If they can't directly handle Steam. So we'll save Hate Spike for like killing a Glory Seeker or something like that. And then we can just send like an army of Dark Enthralls after their units. And we don't actually have to keep like, we don't have to run the risk of any of our real units getting frostbit. We'll just kind of trade off the board with our Dark Enthralls, and then we'll just preserve these for blocking. That's the plan. Ooh, hello. So because my turn 3 and my turn 4 are already accounted for, I'm going to hold on to you because with Steam, he'll be another proc. And we're going to be playing for overall board this game. Found Evelynn. This is insane. So now we have Evelynn on 4, Steam on 5 with the Bakai. Evelynn's going to have a nice juicy regen, which will be insane because with the regen, that means Evelynn can start going into the combats, and if she gets frostbit, that's fine. This is what we call good. This is a good spot to be in. Second Steam, not as useful. Okay. So yeah, we can just block with the... I don't even know if he's going to want to attack here because he would be attacking Ashe into this Vora. And Evelynn's just going to free block the other guy.
A little more painful.
Maybe he runs like Scorched Earth or something, but I think it'd be in his best interest to not attack here. Okay, what do I know? I'm just a guy. Okay, Elixir of Iron I don't care about. So we do that. This Dark Enthrall will be deployed shortly. So, we're going to have 1 mana to work with. If we put you on you right now, like so. We go Steam. Steam goes Bitbot. He's also going to have 4 HP, and Fury, which means he can go after this guy safely. And then we're going to send one of you off to the races against one of you. Ooh, quick attack. What unit do I want to take quick attack? Probably Zolani wants the quick attack. I guess we'll see. So yeah, we do you first, see how this goes. Fury Overwhelm, doesn't have to worry about dying. Thank you, come again. And if he plays like the 5/6, the big boy, then we'll send Evelynn after him. But if he does nothing, then we're just having a great time. Reckoning isn't a threat. We're in a decent spot here. Or I could send... No, let's just kill the Ashe. I don't care if this dies. In fact, I'd actually prefer this to die so I can get my bloodletter back. Interesting. Okay. You got it. LeBlanc. I will play you just for having a jump blocker, I believe. It's a bit of a waste of a quick attack, but I would prefer not to die. And putting vulnerable on LeBlanc is always nice. Do I care about any of you? Honestly, no. I'd rather find Kaisa. Oh, and that was 6 out of 6 for playing you, so she stays like this. So yeah, we just block like this, and we block like this, and we pass it. What you got? Another here to help. Sure thing, buddy. So we're gonna save a hate spike for if anything happens to the Evelynn. So I think we just pass here. No, we can play a little more aggressive. Let's I guess he's incentivized to do something to this Evelynn, and he's also lower on board than me, so we'll pass. Okay, he does nothing. I no longer have to worry about like bloody business plus X, so we will develop steam. Do I want to develop steam? He becomes 3/3 with tough. Doesn't really do anything for me. Do I give up the Evelynn for the overwhelm? I don't wanna throw away Evelynn here. I guess I'll just develop steam. I have nothing better to do.
Ready for a little splish splash steam?
Always, Eve. But you know that.
That's it.
So really looking for like elusive at any point. Can't always get what you want. What are you? You're brash. Brash is actually pretty funny. I don't know if it's funny enough though. Brash. Brash, brash, brash. Do I want a 3/5 with brash? No, I don't. So we're just gonna get the Zolani going. Yes, we're gonna get the Zolani going. Although in doing so, I did lose my hate spike, but we're gonna play this guy anyway. I could also do like a cheeky hate spike going for lethal, but I'm not really trying to like scum a lethal right now. I'm trying to play the slower game. Because if I run him out of his frostbites, of which he's used 0, I don't know, as long as I don't get like OTK'd by like a frost board, I think I'm okay. Okay. I do want to make him use some mana here though. This I want. So first thing we're gonna do is, this does not flip the LeBlanc because he's tough. So I'm okay with this. Take the free kill on you. Bonk. Next up, you are lethal on your own. I would like you to have a free attack. Wait. You are lethal into LeBlanc. This is not allowed to go through. This is not allowed to go through. Does anyone have impact? No one has impact. You are just going to threaten damage. You are just going to threaten damage. And you are just going to move this lovely lady out of the way. And I would rather keep the steam, I believe. So he needs to harsh winds these two. Ashe is going to die. Ashe is going to live. Now hear me out. What if Ashe dies here? Do I care about LeBlanc leveling? Don't think I do. This Ashe has had it too good for too long, to be completely honest with you.
Does it hurt? Unify the tribes. The black rose blooms once more.
Okay, so we're gonna go around again. He's at even lower health. My ward is very healthy. We will happily sack our Zolani into anything. I'll sack Zolani all day long. He's gonna play Ashe. I'm gonna let him play the arrow, and then I'm gonna play this. Or I could let him crystal arrow and then clone, because that might be his way in. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, if he targets Evelynn with the arrow, that's also bad for him because I have Last Caress. Yeah, that's not good. That doesn't work, sir. Do you have bloody business? Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're dead. Cool. It's pretty good, Tesh, I believe.